Have you been wondering how the cruise lines are going to get around that Florida law, especially when it comes to the vaccine requirements? We're going to talk about that in this video, as well as the latest cruise news. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now we have a lot of news to cover in today's video. Now this includes the latest vaccine requirements, some clarification from Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. So you definitely want to hear that. As well, we've got some new sailings and unfortunate cancellations from Carnival, as well as an update on their vaccine policy. I also have a quick Princess Cruises update. Plus, if you are a Friends fan, yes, the TV show, I have a cruise that I want to tell you about that you just might want to book. And of course, we do have to talk about the Celebrity Millennium. There were 2 cases of COVID on board. We know that, but we do want to know, how was it handled? What happened? If something like this happens on your cruise, well, what can you expect? So we are going to talk about that. So before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, enjoyable in any way, then please do give the video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And of course, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Little side note, we are getting very close to 10,000 subscribers. So if you have subscribed, I thank you so much. And if you haven't already, go ahead. Why not do so? It is free. Okay, let's get started. So firstly, Royal Caribbean's Adventure of the Seas has set sail from Nassau, Bahamas on Saturday, June 12th. Amazing news. And we also have some updates on Royal Caribbean's vaccines and the health protocol. So at least we have some clarifications, which was something important because we were a little bit confused last week. So CEO of Royal Caribbean, Michael Bailey, did offer some clarifications in a recent Facebook post. And what he explained is that obviously things are evolving all the time. So that's something that's important. Crew will be 100% vaccinated. But when it comes to guests, basically, for the majority of cruise ports, guests are going to be required to have vaccines. This includes U.S. cruise ports of Bayonne or Cape Liberty, New Jersey, as well as Seattle. However, when it comes to Florida, well, guests don't have to be vaccinated. However, it is highly recommended. So for guests who are not vaccinated or who do not want to show proof of vaccination, what is going to happen is there is going to be testing, there's going to be additional health protocols. All of these things are going to come with an expense that is going to be incurred by the guest. So it doesn't sound that pleasant, I have to say. Michael Bailey does say that he expects that 90% of the passengers that are going to be on board are likely to be vaccinated. So something to be aware of if you're not vaccinated and you intend to go on a Royal Caribbean ship is you are going to incur testing and other expenses, well, that you'll have to pay. Right now, there's not even any information about exactly how much this costs. So it is something to be aware of. And at least for those early sailings, this is just something that you should know. Now, for children who don't meet the age requirement to be vaccinated, there will be no additional charge, but there will be additional protocols. This, of course, seems like it is to comply with the Florida law. We're going to talk about this later on as to how it applies to Celebrity as well. Now, in Carnival Updates, we have some amazing news as Carnival has announced some Florida sailings. The Mardi Gras is actually going to be sailing on July 31st from Port Canaveral. If you're going to be sailing on the Mardi Gras, please let me know in the comments below. We have the Carnival Magic sailing on August 3rd from Port Canaveral, Carnival Sunrise sailing from Miami on August 4th, Carnival Panorama sailing on August 21st from Long Beach. Unfortunately, this has also meant that there have been some cancellations through the end of August, including from embarkation ports of Baltimore and New Orleans. If your cruise has been canceled, please let me know as well, and I am very sorry to hear. Now, in a vaccine requirement update, Carnival has announced that July and August, they are going to be requiring all passengers to be vaccinated. They have said already that this is a way that they can ensure that they have the best guest experience possible, well, for their passengers. Now, a little clarification to their policy. If you do have young children and you were planning to sail, they do say that you can call in and you can fill in a form to have an exemption for your children. Now, it will not be many children, so I don't know if they're going to be doing this on a first come, first serve basis. So definitely do look into that and find out and fill in that form if you did want to sail with your children that are not of age to be vaccinated. Of course, they still have to meet that CDC requirement of 95% of their passengers be vaccinated. Now, Princess Cruisers, I have a quick update for you as to what you can expect when you board your next Princess ship. So Princess has a new feature. It looks like it's all part of the Medallion class experience, and this is called Crew Call. What Crew Call is going to be is that when you order your drink or your food, you can do that, of course, through your app, or you can do that even on your stateroom TV. You can also order things even from the store, like something from the retail shop, and that can be brought to you. But as well, you can ask a question to a crew member, or you can make a request. So that is all going to be able to be done either through the app or your stateroom TV. Now, I do feel like I'm really due for a new video about Princess Updates. I do these once in a while. There have actually been some really interesting updates, including if you are a Captain Circle member. So make sure if you're not subscribed and you love Princess that you do subscribe. I definitely have Princess content on this channel. All right, let's move on. Are you a Friends fan? And are you a Celebrity Cruises fan? If you are, you might have the perfect combination, because on May 15th, 2022, you can do a cruise with Friends cruise. So this is obviously the ultimate themed cruise for anybody who is a fan of the Friends TV show. Now, I've got to give a little shout out to my sister-in-law, Joy, who texted me the other night to ask me what I think of this cruise, because she is a huge Friends fan, and she did tell me she thinks that she would win all of the trivia. Now, a few details that you might want to know about this themed cruise is obviously the real Friends cast is not on board this cruise ship. It really is for fans. Some of the activities look like it includes a dress-up type of party where you can dress up as your favorite character, some trivia, and some custom entertainment as well. Now, you do have to book through that website, friendsatsea.net, so you can't really book through Celebrity or through your local travel agent if you do want to be able to partake in all of the activities on board. Please let me know if you are a Friends fan, if that would be a cruise that you would consider. Please let me know in the comments below. Okay, so now let's get to our celebrity cruise updates. And of course, this includes the biggest headline probably of the week, and that is the Celebrity Millennium. First of all, it did sail from St. Martin. By all accounts, it was an amazing cruise. So congratulations to Celebrity. But we all know that there have been 2 cases of COVID that have been diagnosed on board. So let's just talk briefly about how that was handled, what happened, and especially if you are planning to cruise in the next few months, this is important to know how these things might play out should somebody be diagnosed. So what happened is there was testing of the passengers on board the Celebrity Millennium that had to be done prior to the guests going back into St. Martin towards the end of the cruise and flying back to the United States. So upon this routine testing for COVID, they did find out that there were 2 passengers that were diagnosed with the virus. Now, they were asymptomatic, and by all accounts, we hear that they are feeling well, so I hope that that continues to be so. Now, how was this handled? Well, at that point, what Celebrity did is they did quarantine these passengers, and they did contact tracing to find out who else they might have been in contact with during this cruise. This included people that were on shore excursions with them. So they did test those people as well, and those people were quarantined for a short amount of time. From what we hear, it was a few hours in their cabin. As well, other guests on the cruise ship were tested because they do have to be tested in either case before they head back to St. Martin. Now, the good news is when the test results came back from all the crew and all the passengers, everybody tested negative. So definitely some good news. Now, as for the people that were diagnosed, well, they will be quarantined at a hotel in St. Martin. Now, you might have been wondering, how is Celebrity going to sail with the Celebrity Edge at the end of June out of Florida, given the Florida law regarding vaccines? So we do have an update from Celebrity, and they've updated their website as well. And I guess this gives us an indication, possibly, there's no guarantee, but an indication of maybe how other cruise lines are going to handle this. So what Celebrity has said is that they are requiring guests to have vaccines. However, for guests who do not want to provide proof of their vaccination, well, what they're going to do is they will be able to board. However, they will be subject to testing at their own expense. They'll be subject to more protocols, to restrictions. It can even include not being able to get off the ship at certain ports of call. Now, while we don't know exactly how they are going to do this, it does seem like they are going to be restricting the amount of people that are on board without showing proof of vaccination to that 5%, so that 95% of the passengers on board do have their vaccine and they are able to show proof. Now, if you're wondering, how is Celebrity going to do that? Well, of course, they can't just allow people to show up at the port. They say that they are going to actually be able to do that on their back end. They'll be able to close out capacity of certain cabin categories. So they have told travel agents not to worry about it. This is something that they will be able to handle, and that they will be sailing with 95% or more of their passengers vaccinated. So I'd love to hear from you. Are you booked on a cruise this summer? When is your next cruise? Please let me know in the comments below. Would you go on a friend's cruise as well? I'd love to hear from you as well. Now, if you did like this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. Help this channel to reach over 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, and happy cruising.